Welcome to another Wise Maths and Science online video. Today we've been told that the volume of this cuboid is equal to the volume of this cube. Now, to work out the volume of a cuboid or a cube, the formula is exactly the same. It's just the length times by the width multiplied by the height. So what we do over here then, let's have a look at the dimensions. You've got 4 multiplied by the 6. 4 times 6 is 24, times it by the height, which is 3, which will give you 72 units cubed. Now, as we know this is exactly the same, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be having a look at this cube. Now, all of the lengths and the dimensions are exactly the same. So if the width over here and also the height and also the depth are equal, so therefore this would be the equivalent of saying x times x times x, which is x cubed. X cubed is equal to 72 units cubed. Now the inverse of a cube is a cube root, so what we'll do, we'll say x is equal to the cube root of 72. Let's place this over here. And then therefore x is equal to, let's use our calculator to work it out. So what we'll do, we'll go shift and we'll do the cube root over here. Let's put 3 for the little cube root. Let's put 72 over here. And let's press equals. And that should give us an answer of 4.16. That should give us 4.16 units because it's a singular length. Okay, now this is the question to help us about volumes. How about this one? This is about surface area. Let's have a quick look. Once again, it's telling us about the surface area. So what we're going to be doing over here, let's have a quick look at the dimensions. Let's select this and let's drop this down. So these are the little dimensions which you can't see inside the shape. So clearly you can see that the length and the width and the height are exactly the same. So that length and that height and also the depth over here are exactly the same. Let's pretend, for example, this is y centimeters. So let's write that down. That's going to be y centimeters. So to work out the volume, of this, it will be y times y to get the area, which is y squared, times by y, which will give us the volume. So therefore, we know that y cubed is equal to 100 centimeters cubed. Now, to work out what y is by itself, we need to do the inverse of a cube, which is a cube root of 100. So let's leave that over there. Now, we need to work out the surface area. To work out the area, it's y times y. So let's work it out. The surface area, the area of the cross section is y times y, which is y squared. But we've got 6 of these faces. So it's going to be 6 lots of y squared. That's what we get. So we know what the value of y is. That is the cube root of 100. So let's place that over there. That's the cube root of 100. Let's close the bracket. And each one of them needs to be multiplied by itself. So we just square that. So let's plug this into a calculator. That should give us our surface area. So first and foremost, 6, open brackets, and then we do shift. We'll do the cube root, place it 3 over there, and we need to put 100 in there. That will give us 1 length. And the reason we square it is so we get the area, and then you times it by 6 because it's 6 equal faces, and then therefore that should lead us to this answer over here, which is 129.3, and that's going to be centimeters. That's the area, so it's going to be centimeters squared. There you go. Now the first question was about volumes. The second question was about surface area. Let's take that to the next level. Let's see if we can use and apply this in a slightly different context. Over here we have a shape. It's half of a cylinder, which is a hemisphere. So think of the top being a circle, but it's been split up into 2. So that's going to be a semicircle at the top. So to work out the volume of a hemisphere, what we're going to do, you get half a circle. The area of a circle is going to be pi r squared, times it by half, and then you need to multiply by the height. So let's plug in these values in them. So you're going to get half multiplied by pi. Let me we change the colour, let's go back over there. So we're going to get half multiplied by pi, multiplied by the radius, half of the diameter, which is 4, that would be 4 squared, multiplied by the height, which is 12. Then 4 squared is 16, half of that is going to give you 8. That would be 8 pi, multiplied by 12, which will give you 96. Which will give you 96 pi. And let's plug that into a calculator, see what we get. 96, get shift, pi, press the equals button, then the SD, and that should give us an answer of 301.6, and that's going to give us units. It's a volume, so it's going to be units. It's going to be cubed. There you go. Now the next question is actually asking us for the surface area of the hemisphere. Well, I can see one face at the top. It's a semicircle, one semicircle at the bottom. Then you've got this rectangular face over there in front of us. Then you've got a curved circular face around the back. So there's 4 faces. So that's linked with the circumference. So let's have a quick look at this then. Now, what you're going to do is over here, for this scenario, you get pi times radius squared, which is give you the full circle, but we only need half of it. That's why we've got half. But you've got one at the top, one at the bottom, so you've got 2 lots of that. And then you've got the base, multiply the height for the rectangle, then multiply by the pi times diameter, which is the full circumference. We just need half of it, times it by the height. So let's plug it in. 2 times a half is going to give you a whole. Then you get pi multiplied by the radius squared, which is going to be 4 squared. And then we sum that up with the base, which is 8 multiplied by 12. And then plus a half multiplied by pi. The diameter is 8 multiplied by the height, which is 12. Now, overall, you get 16 pi. And then you need to add that up onto 96. And then add that up onto, let's see, half of 8 is 4. 4 times 12 is 48 plus 48 pi. Let's combine the two of these together. 48 pi and 16 pi is going to give you 64 pi plus the 96. Let's plug that into our calculator and let's see what that gives us. You're going to get 64 shift pi plus 96 and press the equals button over there, which will give you an answer of 297.1, and that's going to be, it's an area, so it's going to be units squared. I hope you found this video useful and beneficial. Please do like, share and subscribe. It definitely does give me more encouragement to make more videos, and thank you so much, and God bless you, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.